Hello everyone, my name is Bubblezest and welcome back to Hearts of Iron 4. In today's video we are playing as Yugoslavia, trying to get Dracula's revenge on Romania. And more interestingly, we're going to be doing it on the Communist branch. Yep, the Pan-Slavic Workers' Congress. So let's begin by recognising the Soviet Union. We point at a map and say, yes, that definitely is a Soviet Union. I don't think there's any reason to not do the standard research. Construction, we are going to need a lot of guns. That much is clear, because we already have minus 600. It's going to be a lot bigger soon. So let's build a bit more artillery though. We definitely will need some of that. We'll put a load of military factories into guns. One of my favourite things to do, make an intelligence agency, make convoys, gather up this tiny little army of ours. Put it around there. Who knows? We probably won't need it for a few years, will we? But yeah, let's go to speed 5 and let's begin. Well, look at that. Already our gun problem is actually 10,000. Sweet Jeebus. Well, Prince Paul has pointed at a map, and now we are going to get some peasant councils. 02 communism support a day. That is ridiculous. And yep, we have officially recognised Mr. Stalin. Mutual economic aid is also very nice. Minus 5% consumer goods for no real downside. But probably more useful to flip ideology first. Well, now we've exchanged money with the Soviet Union and we're not going communist enough, so let's get some more communism with a communist revolutionary. We can't abolish the monarchy yet, so let's prepare our industrialization program. I think ×2 100% boost for industry. Very good. Then something like local militias, I think. Yugoslavia has a lot of good boosts for manpower. Now, with this change that they did to the focus tree recently to make it even more expansive, Yugoslavia is probably one of the best Balkan countries to play, in my opinion. And now, just before industrialization program is done, let's do Disperse 2 and improve machine tools so we don't waste the boosts on them. We can use that to rush for Disperse 3 and 4 very quickly. And there you go, it's pretty much done. Still don't have enough communist support, so let's do local militias. 2% recruitable population, that will go a very long way for us. That's limited conscription, pretty much for nothing. You can't complain about that. Right, we've formed our local militias and now we are ready to abolish the monarchy. Fun fact, for a time after the focus tree to Yugoslavia was changed, doing this focus would not actually flip your ideology. You would abolish the monarchy, but Prince Paul would still be a leader, nothing would change. So you'd have a weird scenario where you technically abolish the monarchy, but you still were in a regency. That's HOI4 for you. But yes, we're going to do stuff like the Yugoslav path to communism and the Pan-Slavic Workers' Congress, and then form the Federal Republic. Honestly, I don't know why you'd ever join the Comintern through focus. I mean, sure, research collaboration is nice, but look at those bonuses from Supreme Peasant Councils. 10% attack and defense and core territory? That's ridiculous. They really should just get rid of join Comintern, honestly. It's completely useless. Right, we've defenestrated Prince Paul, and now we have Joseph Tiso. And at the same time, he has decided that war economy is the sensible option, which it is. And now at this point, Yugoslav Path to Communism, Pan-Slavic Workers' Congress, and then form the Federal Republic. Very sensible. Well, yes, we could form the Federal Republic sooner to get rid of all the opposition and nationalism. Honestly, forming the Congress is better, just so you can get underway the revolts and everything. And at this point, really, we don't need to spend political power on stuff like advisors and stuff. I mean, you could, but it's not ultimately the way to victory and getting the achievement side of this. Ooh! I guess to use the Victoria II term, we're now in the Soviet Union sphere, and we've been guaranteed. I guess we could have some shenanigans with the Molotov-Ribbentrop Pact being broken by this, if we wanted to. Welcome to the Pan-Slavic Workers' Congress. And now we have unlocked some different decisions, peasant uprisings. Now, The ones in Albania and Bulgaria aren't important, but doing Bulgaria first is sensible, and we're also a propaganda campaign. We don't have guns. Unfortunately, we're going to demobilise some of our troops, mostly the horses and the tank. This tank division is rubbish, look at that. French FTs. Nah, you can go, mate. That'll free up a few more guns. But it's still probably easier just to dismantle just a tad more units. That should do it. There we go. We need 500 guns, then we can launch our coups. And we need 20% communist support in any country that we want to do it in. Now, as it may seem, you might want to win, make these revolts win. For Bulgaria, it's honestly not important. Albania will win by default, because Albania has one division, this one here, which will always flip to the revolt. And more importantly, you want to get down to Pan-Balkan Initiative to do the one in Romania. It's the one that you're really going for. And after around 2 weeks, Bulgaria gets enough communist support. Look at these boosts. They go communist so quickly. And now we can fire our communist coup. Ah yes, we might have the hero of the lesbic trials, but you're not going to be the hero of this war, I can tell you. And now we'll begin to do our revolution in Albania. The sooner Bulgaria loses, the better. Or if they win, it's not too important, but it means you can bypass Invite Bulgaria. Saves 35 days or so. There you go, there's our revolt in Albania. Fun fact, Hoxha was the real leader of Socialist Albania. It's funny, HOI4 has so many obscure portraits for leaders, like in Kazakhstan and Latvia, but Hoxha does not have a portrait, he's just generico. But he has a unique trait, so clearly someone has gone in here at some point and changed that. And as you can see, they've already won. Well, it looks like the other one. Oh dear. I guess you win some, you lose some. And as you can see, Invite Bulgaria has been bypassed. We could invite Albania, which we will do, but we also will need some army modernization. 25 experience points. Well, that's the Balkan Initiative, and we are now the Greater Balkans Workers' Congress. We're even stronger than we were before in name only. And now let's do army modernization and begin our peasant uprising in Romania. For the way we want to pull this off, we need around 40% communist support, because we do need Romania to win. As you can see, Romania is still guaranteed by, at this point, France and maybe Czechoslovakia. If we can have the communist revolt win, they'll be on their own. So let's do the propaganda campaign and arm the militants. Right, with army modernization done, we're going to change our template to simply be a 10 width block, 20 width. There's been a lot of discussions, and apparently that's one of the best simple templates you can do, instead of the 7.2, which got nerfed some time ago. And in the meantime, we are going to do stuff like expanding our civilian industry now. Right, Romania now has 40% communist support, so let's light up this fire. Communist coup? Good luck. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. They should win soon enough, but we'll take them a moment or two for them to do it. And in the meantime, I'm going to coup Hungary. Just means I don't have to deal with them. Hungary is already going to go after you at some point, so may as well get them on our side, one way or another. Right, you may be surprised, but we have a justification on Albania now. That's because Albania, even now, will still give in to Italy's demands, so we may as well annex them and get some compliance up in them. Sorry, Hoxha, but it looks like your place is in another timeline. And welcome to slightly bigger Yugoslavia. Looks like our coup is slow, but should eventually get there. We still have time. It's not too important. Well, it is, but you know, not in the other sense. Here we go again. Hungarian People's Republic 2, Electric Boogaloo. I wonder if they can pull it off this time instead of what actually happened in reality. And now let's try and blow up Greece. Well, at least that was quick. They won within a week. They're still going over there. Right, I've sent some volunteers to Romania because I'm actually wondering how they can't win. It seems to be that they've expanded most of their forces. So yes, basically I had to win this war for them. Oh well, doesn't matter. Now let's justify on them. 200 days. Very good. And now what we're going to do is, sadly, we have to say goodbye to the Greater Balkans Workers' Congress. So sad. And we'll sign up to Mr. Stalin's wild ride. The only reason to do this is so that Romania is distracted. Simple. It means that they'll have to garrison both borders, here and there. It's very good for us. But we can still do some coups. Greece is on its way, for instance. Right, our justification is ready. As you can see, most of the Romanian army is on the Soviet border. Do not call in the Soviet Union. Just declare war and push through. You should be more than capable at this point. Yep, we're already going through. And there you go. Maybe not in the absolute quickest way, but Romania is done. And now we need to pass a load of times. Because we need a lot of points for this one. There we go. What we're going to do now is not take that state, but actually satellite Transylvania. There we go. And now we're just going to give them all of Romania. There we go. That will look good. And there you go. The Autonomous Region of Transylvania. That is Communist Dracula's revenge, as this Alexander Taylor fully leads Romania. This has been a interesting little achievement run. I actually do like the Pan-Slavic Workers' Congress and how it works out. It can be quite interesting. I mean, just what we did to Hungary is fun enough. But yes, I thank you for watching this guide. I do hope you've enjoyed it. Leave any suggestions in the comments below. This has been me, Bubbles Zest, and goodbye.